Welcome, this is my second try on the ZWIFT Racing Flat is Fast Stage 1 in the category C. I'm doing here another prime time. This is Wednesday 5:10 p.m. UTC time. I did the day before on Tuesday the 6:10 p.m. UTC primetime race, which was actually the most crowded ZWIFT Racing I have ever attended and I've ever seen, with 420 starters, which was a huge field where I finished in 19th position. Really happy with that result. It was fast. I did a new PR PB on my 20 minutes power. I reached for the first time 3.5. and then still having, let's say, kind of a sprint left. Yeah, was a really satisfying result. So we are doing here again with a big field, 214 people who started here on Wednesday on this race, and this is a very flat course and a very competitive field, so the chance that anyone gets away here or tries a solo is nearly zero. And my legs felt not so good before the start of the race. I kind of tired a bit in like the in the legs and fatigue I felt. I was thinking about starting category B before the race started, because Arctic Zwift would be there, and so I wanted to join him, but then decided last minute stay here in category C, give it a try and see how it goes. As you see in the video, like I'm running this on time lapse because there's not much going on. You see me drafting mainly in the group, and yeah, there's nothing really what you can do here. You have to be careful at some points of the race, just that there's no split in the group, because like even a tiny split here would be nearly impossible to close. On the right top of the screen I've put in my own YouTube video from the day before, from the race with the 420 starters, which was and is until now the fastest race on this course, so that's really good for the general classification of the ZWIFT Racing in this month. In the December series, in the best of series, I finished in category C on 7th place overall, and Mark Biebelbrock's taking the 3rd place, so 2 kaboomers in the top 10. And yeah, of course, if you finish 7th in the month before, you want to try to have a good one again, and so goal is to repeat the top 10, and great would be anything where I maybe could even finish on a better place than the 7th place from last month. Which means you have to be really able to do a lot of the primetime races to kind of like win in this lottery of finding the fast races, especially here with the flat ones. There's you're dependent on a big group, and on the pushing that this group brings by its size. And yeah, you can try, of course, work yourself with it, but for me, like pushing here in a group like this could be something if it's like the Rolling Highlands course, where or the RGV from the week before, where there's some like hillish parts, not really hills, but some small bumps, mediocre bumps to very small hills, let's say, where I can like push the field, or where there are sections where it's a rolling part. Here on the flat, there's not much that changes if I take part in like going to the front of the field or not. That's why I'm drafting here. I'm feeling okay. So you see the average watts per kilo are at that point at 3.0, while they were on the day before around 3.3. So it feels like a much easier race on one hand. Of course, it's not easy. It's still one of the fastest of the week. But this, at the end, this one will be about 30 seconds slower than the day before. And this is just like, yeah, it's just bringing a little bit like a different riding to me. I mean, if you're good in the fastest prime time races, you feel this like 0.2, 0.3 watts per kilo less, and it's like a total different yeah, feeling then. So here you see someone attacking on this very small, not hill, I mean there's nothing, like this really 2-3 meters going up, or 5 meters, 10 meters. And that's where I close the gap, because I just don't want anybody to get away here. My goal is to finish here for position, as I like been watching the video from time to time and seeing that time-wise we will not be faster than yesterday. So it's not about time, it's about position at that point here. And Nava Kabuma, rather be golfing, is here in this race, and I chatted with him a little bit after the race and before, and so he will finish here in a really good position too, and from time to time you see his name, because he's also really good drafting at the end of the group. And yeah, we see it's 2.4 kilometers to go. I'm fixing my cycling shoes, so I'm just like putting them on a higher tightness, that I have then more sprint power. So now this whole video seems to be very, very slow, because yeah, this is the actual normal speed, and after the time lapse before, yeah, this feels like it's really slow motion, while it is just like the normal game speed. So we're going here 42 kilometers per hour, which is like fast, but not super fast. You see I'm doing like around 3.0 watts per kilo here, and yeah, 1.5 kilometers to go. This is really the point where you need to be in the front part of the field, just to be aware of if there would be like a little bit longer attack, or just that you don't then have to really fight through the field. So 1.3 kilometers, it's a big group, it's all crowded. It's gonna come down to the sprint. It's gonna come down to timing. I'm not like the biggest fan of this sprint here at the end. It's just like a very flat, yeah, it's like the course is flat, and for the sprinters, yeah, just I don't know. It's not the one where I feel any excitement. But here, basically, my position is exactly where I want to have it. It's around 8th, 9th, 10th place. Just have to be careful not getting in the front of the field. And yeah, here you see now people are accelerating. I'm waiting a little bit. This guy is like looking to get away from us, but now others come, and now it's time to push, but not push to the front. It's still 500 meters, so that's for a sprint quite early if you're now in front. You have to now be around 5-6 watts per kilogram, and like really draft. There are no power-ups, so yeah, and now you see really this is going, and the guy with the red jersey, I feel like he's off, he's winning this thing, and I mistimed it. And now like really it's the last millimeter over the line, where I used the ZWIFT the Zwift controllers to steer my way, and it's been a super close race. I ended up just finishing and checking by how much. It was like really a close one here. Let me see. You didn't here. You don't see it on screen because I blocked it, unfortunately. But checking now, so I won by 0.04 seconds, so 400ths of a second on Zwift Power, and yeah, I managed to do 10.4 watts on the 15 seconds, and which is good. And one of like a really good value. Okay, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and hope to see you soon again on Zwift or wherever we meet, and have a good one, and ride on. Bye bye.
One gear was missing to my real top power, but okay, if it was enough, it was enough. Not start complaining about it. Jesus Christ.